You know, back to these invisible motherfuckers. It says, for it is a shame even to speak of those things which are not done of them in secret. How about that? So even, and shame backward is EMAH. EMAH is Hebrew for mother. So even when I speak these things that these niggas have done in secret, I must have brought Frankie J to shame in some kind of a way. Or I shame myself in some kind of a way. Because Frankie J acts as though she is ashamed of me. That's fine. I'm not ashamed of her, although I know she's under mind control. Monarch mind control is that. Also, an Manchurian candidate mind control. And I'm still not ashamed of her. The way she treats me, I'm still not ashamed. No, I know what's going on. The word shame, which is EMAH backwards, is feeling of guilt or disgrace. And who is that? Who shows their faces? For some reason my mouse is not working. United States. United States. So, if shame brings about confusion, that means someone has conned you. And you cannot think. You see? United States, SION, the act of United States conning people. And there she goes again. USA. She caused you to be shamed. United States caused you to be ashamed. Because it is their secret that you are telling. It is a disgrace. And there's your race. The race word, ace, and the word grace, and this. So to tell them, they will begin to target you and send people around dissing you. And they say my race is Hebrew Israelite and I am racist because I am a Hebrew Israelite. No, I am racist because of your history. And still, I am not racist. I must have money to be racist. And then if you go into the word racist, that means I am just for my folk. I care for my folk more than I care for anyone else. What is wrong with being racist? So now they want to diss me. They feel as though I am dissing them. They want to diss me. Diss who? EMAH. EMAH. Me. They want to dishonor me. They are insulting me. And they are backwards at doing it. See? United States. They want me to have loss of esteem or reputation. Well, they fucked up my reputation, but my esteem is still going strong. Remember? I think I can. Yeah, that was also a female. Shameful circumstances. Have I had shameful circumstances? They're not shameful to me because I know what's going on. But for those on the outside looking in and don't know what's going on, they shake their head in shame at me. At who? EMAH. EMAH. Now, what brings disgrace? These are things that bring disgrace. To be modesty in private parts. That brings disgrace? Really? Modesty in private parts. Wow. There's the word 8. Y'all be hating on the private parts too. And modesty. It's from these words, and then you have SKAMO, like Shakemo. It's a Saxton. But this is where I was going to. Old Norse. There's another one, etymology for this word. When you go into Google, it'll be standing there first, you know. It says Greek. So now we are back to Norse. Aleister Crowley. There is your German. Remember the Aleister Crowley? He made up, he knew the story that they come from Politis. So now he wants to make it as though, they are the children of God, which they are, because Enki is God, and they are the children of God. German people. They also carry germs. Men that carry germs. Why? Because they're into bestiality, dead people, children, everything. They're just Germanic people. The best guess is that this is pi. Wow. I'm not going to go into that word, but there was a very smart man, he did that. So pi equal MC squared, some shit like that. Yeah, I took myself out of that damn equation. I made sure I took myself out of that equation. And now, here we have skim and kim. Kim sounds like Chinese. So now it is to cover. So they are covert. Although they say covering oneself being a common expression of shame. To cover oneself. No, you have to cover everyone. These people are covert. And doing what? Well, covertly, what are they doing? Putting a ring in our ears. There's your God. There's your being. Come on, they say. We are going to go. We are going to be covert. It will be a secret. An expression of shame. So a secret is an expression of shame once you begin to tell it. So now they have put me to shame. And then they say, a child left to himself brings his mother to shame. So they take my parent, Frankie J, my mother, from me and leave me to myself. And then I get in my head and I found out about them. And so now, me finding out about them and telling their secrets is an expression of shame to me. Because they went around and just blasphemed my name. A blush of shame in the United States who have done this. And they done it to who? EMAH. Me. Greek. There's your 33. Distinguish shame in the bad sense of disgrace and dishonor. And that's what they have done. They have some funny names, funny words. From shame in the good sense of modesty and bashfulness. Okay, that was, but there's a word here. ADIS. I thought it was funny to be there. To put someone or something to shame. So when I put them to shame, then they go and they target me and even go to my parents and tell my parents stupid shit about me. Now, Frankie J was with me for 40 years, right? You know me, you birthed me, you know me. Now all of a sudden, here comes someone to tell you stupid shit about me. Whether they tell it to my niece first, and then my niece tell it to you and everyone else, and you know Missy is really there, because Missy seemed to have always been under their mind control. She seemed to have never liked me. I remember one time I let her wear a pair of pants of mine, make tulip jeans. And my tulip jeans wound up all the way in Mississippi, and then they went to Alabama. How in the fuck is that? We live in Chicago, and she never left, because she let her friend wear my pants. Instead of giving them back to me, she gave them to her friend. Then they go to Mississippi, and then they go to Alabama. And then years and years later, I see a movie called The Traveling Pants. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Now, to put someone or something to shame in middle century, in the middle of the 13th century, they came out with this word. So they came out and found a way to make EMAH shame. Because this is a Babylon language. They babble shit. Do you know my children do not even want to be EMAHs? They want to be a mama or a mommy. None of them call them EMAHs. Guess whose children call their mother EMAH? Adonai. And Adonai has a pink chick, so he has half-breed children. And they call their mother EMAH, and she is pink. Do you see the shame in our culture? And I did not leave my son alone. They took him from me, and they left him alone in a room, my son said, for 2 weeks, maybe longer, with only a hole in the door for him to eat. And at the time he was only 13. But they took him at the foundation of his life, 13. And then my son said, this was years later, after my son is 18, years later. And my son says, he can hear them speaking in his head. He said, no, EMAH, I could really hear them speaking in my head. That was before I even knew about this. My son would tell me these things. And then he said, now I would think about the movies, you know? And then my son said, and then there was a pink one that would come to him, you know, and that's the one that would feed him, you know, to be his friend. And then I find out about this program and find out, yes, they terrorized him first, and now they go to be his friend. That is a heartless motherfucker, 'cause you're so heartless. And then he begins to tell my son, where's your EMAH? Where's your EMAH? Your EMAH has not come for you. Where's your EMAH? Well, I was writing my son letters and he kept coming back, and I called and I couldn't call. And then next thing I know, I'm going to court and the judge say, I cannot have anything to do with my children. I cannot get in touch with Adonai at all. So now he is 13. 13 years of his life for just a small span here in San Diego. He is taken away from his family. He knows his family all these years, right? 13 years. And now you take him and he can see none of us. None of us could he see for so long, like many years. Do you think I do not want to whoop their asses? And now they block my YouTube page. Even my children do not care what I say. Nor do they care what I am watching. But they sure can come back and tell me the shit they be watching, which to me is like high school knowledge. I've seen it already. I passed that. Oh yes, I know. I know who you're talking about. I subscribe to them on my YouTube page. So I already know that. I also know all the disinformation that is in there with the real information. And some of these videos they watch, I know where the mind control is at. And this is how come when you watch these videos, you stop. You do whatever you were doing in the beginning before you watch the video, because although you know these things, you can speak of these things. You are speaking of them in a sleep state. If you come to me and begin to speak of this shit, and when I begin to say, oh yes, I know, he is on my YouTube page, I subscribe to him, and you say, and then I say, and all of that goes into the Kinsey syndrome, because now I am obsessed with people knowing the Kinsey syndrome. And I begin to speak, and now she can say, oh, I don't want to know, I don't want to think about all those children being raped, this and that. I say, it is not just about them being raped. That's the worst part. I say, but the part you need to know is the psychology part, the science of how they put it all together to have people doing this and to have people's parents doing these things. You know? So the one I'm talking to say, oh no, I don't want to hear it with the boo-boo. Okay, so now you were talking to me. I'm thinking you're talking to me, but that's only your handler talking to me, because your handler needs me to talk now, because I was not talking, I was in my videos. So now your handler needs to upset me from what I'm doing to go back to what your handler wants me to do. And after you speak, and when I begin to speak, then your handler, he shuts you down. The same way they shut you down after they tell you the truth in the videos, play music or do some whatever they do in the background with all these different symmetries and colors, and they shut you down. So that is what happens to me. And that is what happened. And I know that it is them, so I just say, hey, I grin and bear it. And so the culture I have, by me speaking on them, which I was not speaking on them before, I was only wanting to get away from them. CIA. I know I find them somewhere without even looking. The CIA It's fucked up my family. The government in hell has helped. And now they have HOldEr there. Eric, here, you hold her for a while. And he acts like he does not know I exist. He knows I exist. He knows many more TIs exist. How does he know? How do I know? Because TIs wrote Alpha Davids. And then I saw one on the internet. It was Miriam's. And I read it. And it had his name in there. HOldEr. He's an attorney general. And so I just started playing with the name without a face. And I find this is the nigga that is holding me. And then my mind says, put a face to that name. For 3 or 4 days, I'm just playing with its name. And my mind is a pink man. Why would I even think someone who was holding me would be melanated? I wouldn't even think that, right? So I go to search him, put in the images, put his name in, put in the images, and a melanated man comes up. And when this melanated man comes up, you know what I did? And it happened so fast. I covered my eyes, then I covered my ears, and my hands that stayed on my mouth. As I looked, I was so shocked to see it was a melanated man. So now, when the people on YouTube, when they begin to blame melanated people for all this bullshit, from now on, I want to see HOldEr there. HOldEr. He is a hoe for America. How do I know? His name is smack dab in the middle. Smack dab in the middle is where his name is in America. And that is the bitch that is holding all of us. He is holding the melanated people. And he is holding the pink people. The unmelanated man. He's holding us both. That's why his name is HOldEr. So they give him all of us to hold. And he has not broke down. He has not committed suicide. He appears to not even get angry. He barely reads anyway. So maybe he can't read. I don't know. Go and research him. Put in HOldEr reading. Well, since I did the video and then I talked about it years ago, he may have more pictures may appear to look as though he is reading. But these people have shamed my culture. And my daughters do not even want to be EMAHs. But yet a pink chick, her kids, running around calling her EMAH. They have shamed my culture. And as I said, I did not leave my children alone. They will tell you. If I was not there, I was at work. I did not party. I did not go to parties, house parties. I did not have people over for drinks. As a matter of fact, there was no drinking in my house. In our house. In Yahweh's house, because that's what it was. It was our house in Yahweh's house. There was no drinking there. No one can even bring in a drink. Because I found that is what destroyed my people. The Acadians. The alcohol. And they got it from who? Pink people. Pink people gave them alcohol. They were not supposed to even drink the alcohol. Yes, you can trade with the pink people, but do not take the alcohol. And they gave it to them. And one night, those that were on watch, the watchmen, the younger ones, they all drank alcohol. And then the pink people came in and slaughtered us. And that was in Florida. And this is how I know Florida belongs to me. How else do I know Florida belongs to me? Because they have my social security number and the motherfucking zip codes. My whole security number. You know, like the zip code is 4 digits. And then there are some more digits behind your 4 digits. Well, there are 5 digits. 60624. Yes, 60624. There are 5 digits in your zip code. And then there are 4 extra. Right? So there are 9 also in your social security number. They have a zip code that is my goddamn social security number. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. Wow. When I saw that, I was like, wow. I know it belongs to me. What belongs to me? United States. But they want me to feel shame. Who wants me to feel shame? The 33 niggas. And who do they want to feel shame? EMAH. EMAH. Me. And where are they causing this to happen? In the USA. They are causing this to happen to me. They have shamed and destroyed my culture. The nasty bitches. See, this is what I'm saying. I will find your ass. I will hunt your bitch ass down. I have nothing better to do. I think someone wants me to hunt you down. And this is why they keep me in an isolated state. They know I'm going to use my brain cells. They know that. Now you vote.